Yo guys, what is up? This is Norm from Daily Fantasy Archive. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, smash that like button. Let's get 20 likes on this video. Keep up the support for the fire lineups, and I'll keep putting out the great advice. And also hit the bell notification button so you're notified every time we upload. Also follow us on Twitter. If you didn't know, we have a Twitter page, DFS_archive. That is where I post some other free lineups throughout the day for the smaller slates. I usually just do the main slate on YouTube video. Yesterday I had an NBA lineup, was insane. Hit 342. The hockey lineups were really good yesterday, but they missed it on cash by about 10 points because the money line was so high. The cash line was about 150, 160. That's insane. Anyways, let's get right into today's slate. Let's not waste no time. First goalie I'm going to be looking at tonight is Sergei Bobrovsky. Highest Vegas favorites to win. Columbus Blue Jackets are 27-10-1 on home ice. And Buffalo was 13-9-3 on the road. Columbus is better than Buffalo in every category besides power play and faceoffs. Bobrovsky is 8-0-2 in his last 10 games and plays way better on home ice. And he also beat Buffalo last time he played them. And Buffalo owns a 22nd ranked offense, and they are very awful on the road on a back-to-back right now. The next goalie I would take a look at if you're not taking Bobrovsky would be John Bernier. Costs 8.7K, a bit of a cheaper price tag compared to Bobrovsky, so your lineup's going to be a bit better outwards into the forwards and defense. But he's the third highest Vegas favorites to win tonight. As you can see, third highest Vegas favorites, money line. Show you guys right now. They're the fifth highest Vegas favorites right now at the moment. And Anaheim is 15-15-6 on the road, and Vancouver is 18-13-6 on home ice. Anaheim is also better than Vancouver in every category besides discipline. And the Ducks are 8-3 in their last 11 meetings in Vancouver, and Bernier is on fire right now, guys. He's red hot. He's 8-1-1 in his last 10 games, and is playing amazing. And he's on a 5-game win streak, and Vancouver is better at home, but they're not a very good team at all. This team is awful, Vancouver. Move right into the centers tonight, guys. First center I'm going to be taking and definitely locking in is Austin Matthews. If you're not paying for Connor McDavid tonight, you want to pay for Austin Matthews. It's a bit of a cheaper price tag at the center position. He's on the first line power play in a 6 total game and the second highest team total on the night. He has 6 points in his last 10 games, but don't let that discourage you guys because he's on a 5-game point streak right now. He's playing very well. And he's playing on line with Nylander, who's on an 11-game point streak. His whole line is on fire. And Florida is on a back-to-back, the second road game in many nights. So they should be very tired tonight, and he should easily expose their defense tonight and destroy them. The next center I'm going to be locking in is Ryan Kessler. He's on the second line of first line power play. He's been very consistent. We check his games logs lately. There's a high team total for them tonight and a high Vegas finish for them to beat Vancouver. And there's an easy way to get a piece of the first line power play, and their second line has been going off lately. Another center on that same team that I would look at, costs a lot more, is Ryan Getzlaf. He's on the first line power play. He has 17 points in his last 10 games. This guy's on fire. He has 6 points in his last 4 games against Vancouver, so he's been very consistent. And Vancouver is giving up the 5th most fantasy points to centers, so it's a very nice matchup for him to easily hit value tonight again and continue his streak that he's on. Next center I would check out would be Patrice Bergeron. Got 7.2K. He's on a first line power play and a 5.5 total game and a 3.1 team total. Very high team total. Has 7 points in his last 10 games and plays way better on home ice. And he's on fire right now, so this should be an easy way for him to hit value too again tonight. Cheaper value centers that I would look at if you guys are looking to take someone like Connor McDavid or Ryan Getzlaf and pay up a bit at center position. I have another cheap one would be Philip Danault. He's very cheap. He's on the first line tonight, and Montreal should easily kill Dallas tonight. Rask is a very, very cheap center on the second line. He could go off tonight for sure. Easily hit value for you guys. Another guy that could easily hit value for you guys is Sam Gagner. And Lindholm is also in a nice spot tonight. He's a very great value player. You should easily get back your value for 5.5K. And another center you want to look at is Mika Zibanejad. He's also in another great spot tonight. And where is he? He costs 5.4K, easy value play. Let's move right on to the wingers, though. Pasternak is the first winger I'm going to be locking in. He's on the second line, the first line power play, and a 3.1 total. Has team total. Has 10 points in his last 10 games and plays way better on home ice. And Nashville's giving up the 5th most fantasy points to right wingers right now. And Nashville is on the tail end of the back-to-back, and they're giving up a lot of goals, and they're not playing very well. The next winger I would take a look at would be Max Pacioretty. He costs 7.3K. He's on the first line power play and plays a lot better on home ice. And he has 2 points in his only game they played against Dallas this season. And Dallas is alpha on the PK and defense in general. Next winger I would take a look at. This would be a great idea to take a look at for your player pool. Maybe think about taking. If you're not taking McDavid, this is always an option any night to take Leon Draisaitl. He's on the first line power play. He plays playing very well right now. And if you want a piece of McDavid, like I said, it's an easy way to get it without paying for his price. He has 15 points in his last 10 games and 4 points in 3 games against LA this season. And he's also on a 7-game point streak. So this guy's red hot on fire. So you shouldn't be afraid of taking this guy tonight. You want to make sure, guys, the lineup that I'm giving you, you make sure that I'm trying to give you guys a player pool and make sure that you pick from and trying to make you guys better NHL Daily Fantasy Sports players. This is a big slate, so you want to play safe. This is a 50-50 lineup. This is going to be some very high cash lines tonight, so you guys got to watch out what you're playing and make sure if you think that the guy's in a better matchup, you change it up. But I'm just trying to break down a player pool for you guys. Another guy in a great position is Cam Atkinson, the highest team total tonight, playing Buffalo on a back-to-back. He hasn't been too hot lately, but he's on the first line power play and his best offensive threat on Columbus, so he's another guy that you could easily lock in to hit your value tonight and have some crazy high upside. But one of the wingers I'm going to be locking in at value play-wise is going to be Radulov. He hasn't been playing very good lately. The last 2 times he played Dallas, he is on fire, and he's on this first line, and I definitely want a piece of Pacioretty tonight. If you're not taking Pacioretty, this is a great way to get a piece of it, and also Philipson, all 3 of these guys should have a nice night tonight. The next winger that I'm going to be locking in, going to be going with this guy again tonight, Jeff Skinner. He's in another great spot on home ice. He's on fire, guys. I told you guys to take him last night. He scored the first goal. He takes a lot of shots, and he gets a few blocks, so he has some nice safe floor, and he's the best player in Carolina at the moment. If you check the past 10 games, he's been on fire, guys. He should easily hit value tonight. Zach Hyman's in a nice, great spot tonight, too, also. If you don't want to take Matthews or Nylander, it's an easy, cheap way to get a piece of him. Leo Komarov is another great value play. He's been playing very consistent lately. And anyways, let's move right on to the defenseman. I forgot to lock in one of my wingers, and that was Stasanu. I forgot to mention, actually. Andres Stasanu has been on fire lately. He has goals in his last 2 games, and he don't cost pretty much anything. He plays on the power play, I'm pretty sure it is. Let me see right now. Andre Stasanu plays on the second line power play. Yes, he plays on the second line power play. Right now, he's averaging 13.79 in his last 15 underdog games and 12.69 in his last 23 away games. In his last 2 games against Carolina that he's played this so far, he's hit 24 and 23 fantasy points, so it's a very great spot for him, and he's playing very good. That whole line is playing a lot of minutes, and they're playing very consistent. On defense, the first leader that you guys all want to lock in, and I'm going to be locking in, is Shea Weber. He's very, very cheap. If you're not paying for Brett Burns, and Brett Burns hasn't been playing very well lately, or Sharks in general, I think they're on a 6 or 7 game loss streak, and he costs 2.2K less than Brett Burns. And he's in a very great matchup. He's on the first line power play and plays way better on home ice, and has 2 points in 1 game against Dallas this season. He's averaging 2.43 shots a game and 2.06 blocks per game. So he has that nice, safe cash flow that you're looking for when you're picking your defense and all your other players. Dallas is taking a lot of penalties, and they own the worst penalty kill in the league, and it should easily pay back his value alone on the penalty kill tonight. Your other top picks at defense tonight is going to be Erik Karlsson. He's on the first line power play and plays first line power play. In his last 10 games, he has 9 points and plays way better on the road if you check his game logs and his splits. He has a very safe cash flow. He takes a lot of shots, and Philly's giving up 1.5 assists to D-man a game, so he's in a nice spot and a nice matchup tonight. Next defenseman I would look at, you can almost look at this guy almost every night. Playing against a Sharks team that is in a very bad slump right now is Ron McDonough. He's on the first line power play and the first line penalty kill. He's playing 26 upwards minutes a game. That's crazy. Nice safe floor. He has 2 points in 1 game against Sharks this season so far. And he takes a lot of shots and block shots, so his floor is very safe for cash games, but he has that crazy high upside of this Rangers offense when they tend to kick in. Some nice value plays that I'll be taking on defense, especially that I'll be looking at tonight, is going to be Ryan Ellis. This guy has been going off lately. I don't know what it is. He's just on fire. He's really catching stride. He's been playing even more consistent than Yossi lately, and he's very cheap. Josh Morse is in another great spot. Noah Hannafin is also in a nice spot against Detroit on the first line. You should easily hit your value. Very cheap play if you're looking to pay up for a big defenseman like Erik Karlsson or Brett Burns. And Andrei Markov has been playing very consistent lately. He's a nice cash defenseman player. He's on the first line, and he only costs 4.7K, easy value play. But the player that I'm going to be locking on defense for this lineup that I'm showing you guys, it may change throughout today. So, like I said, you want to make sure that if you feel the guy's in a better position, change it around. Like sometimes, if you think the Pasternak's not going to have a good game, change it. There's 100 left. You can take Cam Atkinson in a very great spot. If you want to change around Assassinu for another value play, do that. I'm trying to make you guys better fantasy players overall, and I hope this advice I've been giving you has been helping you guys as I put a lot of work into this. Anyways, thanks for the support. Make sure you smash the like button. Let's get 20 likes on the video, and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and hit that bell notification button so you're notified every time we upload. And also follow us on Twitter, DFS_archive. Thanks for your time, guys. Good luck tonight.